As you guys know, it was a big day for NIO today with the announcement of their NIO Power Day. They had a whole bunch of announcements. We're going to go over about the 4 biggest ones that they had and kind of wrap it all up. We're going to do it in a 2 video segment. So this one's going to be part 1, and then tomorrow will be part 2. That way we didn't shove 30 minutes of content down your throat, for you guys to not enjoy, because nobody wants to sit through a 30-minute video. So we're going to talk about the first half of NIO Day, for NIO Power Day, we should say. But before we hop into that, hit that sub button. It's the best way to support the channel. 6,000 subs is the goal for the end of this month. You know what to do. Just hit it. We're at 6,300, almost there. Let's do it, man. So without further ado, let's give it some razzle dazzle and hop into it. So again, NIO's Power Day was today. Honestly, they had more announcements and huge announcements.
Yeah.
A lot bigger than I was expecting. Was not expecting half of these announcements.
Right. I wasn't even expecting probably half of this. It blew me away how much stuff they announced. So it's obviously good stuff. They have announced so much good stuff. We'll be getting that here soon. But yeah, it was crazy.
So to start it off, the Power Day was held on it was in a lake on an island, just outside of Shanghai on the easternmost part of the city. Basically, there's a battery swap station there and a bunch of power chargers there. So I'm thinking that's why they held it here. But check out this building. Look at that building. Look how cool that looks. This is where it was held at. Since we're looking at the pictures now as well, this is the charging station that was on the island, a part of everything as well. So it allowed investors and allowed, I don't even know if they're investors, probably more news media, to go out, check out the swap station, check out the chargers. You see the NIO Power van sitting there as well, a part of, the whole power plan from NIO. But yeah, I thought this building was pretty cool and wanted to share it with you guys. But hopping into what they talked about today, first things first is that NIO's previous goal of 500 battery swap stations by the end of this year was upped to 700 battery swapping stations, increasing by 40%. Yeah,
that's just ridiculous. I thought, when I heard 500 battery swap stations by the end of this year, I thought that was, pretty dang ambitious.
Right.
And just awesome. 500, that's a lot from where they were at. But so William Lee said that he wanted to do more than 500. But, I was kind of expecting, 520, maybe 550 at the max.
Right.
And then he comes out and just kills it with saying 700.
Right.
That's just just ridiculous.
It's outrageous. Right. Yeah. And I didn't think they were going to hit that. I thought it'd be really close, but now they're like, no, 700. That means they must have tricks up their sleeves to crush these the battery swap stations to crank them out. They said that the goal of 500 was William Lee's goal, and he's more. They said that he's more conservative when it comes to stuff like this, which we all know, because they always blow the numbers out that he puts out. So they said that was his goal, but the company's goal was 700. Or they should say it was more, and then they came out today and said 700 is the goal. But as of July 9th, they have 301 battery swap stations, 204 supercharging stations, and 382 destination charging stations in China. They said that the first one of this month just came online like a day or two ago, and the reason that they were a little bit slower this month of July is because I guess they have national celebrations, so they expect to push out at least 50 more within the next month. So expect 50 more of these things to come online within the next month, and maybe even more. Who knows? But they said that NIO had more than 297 million battery swaps services to customers, and that number is expected to reach 3 million within the next 2 days. So that's another milestone setting, for them to set it.
Right.
But they also said the swap stations along the major highways will also be accelerated to almost twice as many as what there are now by the beginning of next year.
Yeah, that's nuts. I know not. I mean, it seemed like not that long ago we hit 2 million.
Right.
But yeah, they're already at like 3 million. That's just crazy, and proves that obviously people like it. Because I know some people, it seems like people either love or hate the whole battery swap idea. But the numbers don't lie. 3 million battery swaps, and I don't know. Last time I heard it was around 40% or so do the battery as a service. So obviously people like it.
Right, so expect more of that to come out, and that's just going to grow more and more. And they also said, I guess this is the next topic. So the next topic is that they're expecting to have over 4,000 battery swap stations worldwide by 2025. 4,000, my guy. 4,000, chat. That is unbelievable. They said by the end of 2025, NIO will have more than 4,000 battery swap stations worldwide, including 1,000 of them in the overseas markets. So that's, to me, whether they're including anything in the United States or they're including anything, obviously they're including some over in Europe because they got to expand over there. Yeah, it makes me wonder how many of these things they're going to put in Europe, because obviously Europe's not nearly as big as China. I wonder if maybe like 500 in Europe and then maybe 500 in the States. Who knows? We haven't gotten any confirmation of them coming to the States. It's just all speculation. But that number could increase too if they do announce the United States. So
yeah, because I think if they go into the United States, they're gonna have to put
quite a
good amount, because the United States is so spread out. Obviously you would start with the major cities like New York, city, Chicago, probably, a lot over in California.
Right.
But you're going to have to, expand, kind of like, I guess, what they did with China, starting in the big cities and go outward from there. Because, me down here in, Southwest Florida, I'm sure they're not going to start here anytime soon. So it's like, if I wanted the NIO because of battery swapping, well, I'm not going to buy a NIO with battery swapping, obviously, because I can't. So I can't do the battery swaps. So I think once they come into the U.S., they're going to have, they're going to be eventually thousands of them over here because, so it's such a big piece of land, so you're going to have to.
But NIO also went on to continue to say that from 2022 to 2025, they will be adding 600 battery swap stations into the Chinese market every year. Per year, 600 of them. That is outrageous. God bless America. It's outrageous.
It's crazy.
And you get people out here who are like Jim Cramer looking boys saying NIO's going to be dead. Sell all your NIO shares. Don't buy NIO. Like, why? I don't understand I don't understand it. You guys do what's best for you and your money. We're not going to tell you guys what to do. We're just firm believers in NIO. Whether we buy or sell the stock, because we've had people talk about that. It's whether we buy or sell. We still long-term firm believers in NIO, and that's where we stick with that. So, but anyways, NIO also said that 29% of their customers are currently have battery swap station. Let me rephrase this. NIO said only 29% of their customers currently have battery swap stations within a 3-kilometer radius, which is unsatisfactory, and they hope to have 90% of their customers within basically 1.5 to 2 miles from a battery swap station by 2025.
Yeah, that's just insane. 90% within 90%. Say a mile or so of a battery swap station. That's a crazy goal to have. But that just shows you, how good he wants NIO to be. Because that's insane.
Right.
To me, it's one in every corner, like Walgreens, man.
Right. Well, exactly. So it sounds like William Li wants the NIO to be more than just a brand. With NIO Life, you got the NIO houses, the cars, their clothing line, whole bunch of stuff. And then now they're trying to get, they want the satisfaction of the customer. They don't just want you to buy the car and leave, just leave. They want you to be a returning customer, keep coming back, send your friends, send your family. And the way they're going to do that is by doing this. They're making it easier on you. And I think this is going to drive their sales like crazy because it allows them to, it allows the customer simplicity of having a swap station right then and there within a mile of your house is outrageous.
Outrageous. And I think it'll get more people to do battery swap as well, because I personally wouldn't want to really drive 20, say I'm just throwing out random number, like 20 minutes to a battery swap station every time I needed to swap it. So if there's, one right down the road, heck yeah. So I think that's going to drive battery, as a service sales up, but also just that many battery swap stations. Think of just the advertisement you're getting, everyone's going to see them because they're everywhere. People just driving down the road, they're going to see all these NIO battery swap stations. So that, that alone's, just easy free marketing right there. So that's just insane to me.
Yeah. To me, it's crazy stuff. We knew Power Day was going to be big. We weren't expecting it to be this big. And this is just part 1 of part 2. So we're going to wrap up part 1 here so we can finish up this video so you guys aren't watching a 40-minute video. But yeah, that's really all it is for part 1. So we hope you guys like this kind of content. If you did, let us know in the comment section below what you guys thought about what was the best part about NIO Day. Where do you guys see NIO going in the future? We like to have these conversations with you guys, just about NIO or any other stock in general. But yeah, you know what to do. Hit that like, share, share, notification bell, even the sub button. Again, we're trying to hit 6,000 subs by the end of this month. So we only got, you know, like a couple weeks left. So you guys can help us out by doing that if you really like to. But also we got links down in the description if you're interested in Weeble. We got one down there for the merchandise. We got one down there for the Patreon that gets you access to our Discord. So if you're interested in the Discord, it's down there in the description. But again, that's going to wrap it up. And thank you so much for all your support. We'll see you guys in the next video.